So again, good morning to you. Okay, in front of you, I have written two code. The task is you have to tell what is the output of a code. Okay, so first of all, I will solve the left one, then I will solve the right one. Okay, so please pay attention. So my execution will start from main, and in main, I am going to print fun one. And what is fun? Fun is a function. Okay, so the compiler control will come here, and the value of a is 1. So I will allocate a block in which a is 1. Okay, then I have declared a static variable. Okay, so we have seen a last video what is static. If you will declare a variable as static, its value will persist. It means the moment the control will back to the function where it is called, value will be persist. Okay, it will not vanish. Okay, so the static in I, so I have taken a variable I and assigned the value to 1. Okay, so I have taken a variable I and the value assigned to 1, so I have assigned 1. Okay, if a less than greater than equal to 5, no, it is not true, so I will skip this one. I will come here. The value of a is incremented by I. Okay, so the value of I is 1, so 1 plus 1 becomes 2, so the value of a becomes 2. Return fun 2. Okay, so compiler control will transfer to a function named as f1 again, but this time the value of a is 2. That is called recursion. Are you following this one? When a function called itself, that is called recursion. And what we have done, first of all, we have called with a value a equal to 1, but now the value of a becomes 2. Okay, then again static in I. So as it is a static variable, we are not going to declare again. Okay, I equal to 1. So still the value of I is, sorry, the value of I becomes 2 here, like this, because a equals to a plus I. So the value of a will be changed, and I equals to I plus 1. So value of I will be changed. Okay, during second call, what has happened? The value of I will persist among different function calls, but it doesn't mean you can't change the value. Okay, so please focus on this one. I am saying that I is a variable which is static, but it doesn't mean its value can be changed. Its value can be changed. It is not an issue. So what will happen? The value of I becomes 1 again. Okay, so value of I becomes 1. If a greater than equal to 5, condition becomes false because value of a is 2. So here I equal to 1 again. Okay, so a equals to a plus I. So the value of a becomes 3. Okay, the value of a becomes 3, I becomes 2. Again fun, so you are going to call fun here, so like this way. So a equal to 3 and I equals to 2 till time 2. But the moment you are again going to call a function, what is going to happen? The value of I becomes 1. So that is a tricky part of this program. The tricky part of this program is value of I it persists among different function calls, but every time you are going to call fun, you are going to override the value. Okay, static means you can change the value, but it will persist among different function calls. Okay, so this increment is going to change the value of I, but moment you are going to again call a function, this statement will override the value. Are you following this one? This statement will override the value. So then the value of a becomes 4, and I again becomes 1, then value of a becomes 5. So the moment value of a becomes 5, compiler control will come here. If a equals 5, return a. So where it will return, where it has been called. So here 5, then return to here 5, here 5, and here 5 to the main. So it will print 5. Okay, so that is very important question. So please pay attention. The meaning of static is you are going to change the value by this program. Okay, and static says that the value will persist among different functions calls. Okay, so value is still persisting. So value of I is 2 when the calling has been started, but this statement has override the value. Okay, so the output is like say 5. Okay, let me explain this one also. But here again I am going to find 1. So I will start like this. Okay, then the value of a is what? 1. The value of I is what? 1. Okay, then again the value of a is incremented by I, it becomes 2, and I comes to I plus 1, the value of I becomes 2 again. Okay, then again going to call a function named as fun, but this time the value of a is 2. Okay, please pay attention. This is a declaration statement. It means you are not going to override the value. In the last program we have written here. So what is the meaning of this one is the value will persist, but you are overwriting. But this time you are not overwriting. So what will happen? The value of I will receive as 2. Okay. Last time also you have received the value of I as 2, but the moment you have written here, so due to this statement, what is going to happen? The value has been overwritten by this statement. Okay. So this time it is not happening. So what will happen? Compiler control will come here and value of a becomes 2 plus 2, it becomes 4. Are you following this one? It becomes 4 because the initial value of a was 2 and the value of I is 2. So 2 plus 2 becomes 4. Okay. Then value of I becomes 3 by this statement I equals I plus 1. Then return fun. So that is not f1, that is fun. Return fun a. So again I am going to call the function. This time value of a becomes 3. I is 3. Okay. Then again execute this statement. A, it becomes false. Skip this one. Come here. A equals a plus I. So what is the value of a? The value of a is 3. And the moment you are going to add 3, it becomes 6. Because 3 plus 3 becomes 6. Are you following this one? 3 plus 3 becomes 6. So value of a becomes 6. Sorry, value of a was 4, I think. So 4 plus 3 becomes 7. Okay. So value of a becomes 7. The value of I becomes 4. And again call fun. The moment you will call fun, what will happen? The value of a is 7. So you are calling with 7. Then compiler control will come here. Condition becomes true. Return a. Return 7. So return 7 here. Return 7 here. And return 7 here. So what will print? It will print 7. Are you following this one? So that is quite important question. The thing that you have to notice here, due to this statement, the value of I has been overwritten. But due to this statement, the value is not overwritten. Okay. In both the case, we have taken a static variable. So the meaning of static is whenever you are going to declare a value, okay, it will execute, we can say, one time. Okay, because function value will persist among different function calls. But this time what is going to happen? Value is persisting, but you are overwriting. That's why you are not going to get an updated value, we can say that. Okay, and this time what is going to happen? This statement is not written here. So the value of I is 1, so it has been executed 1 and the value is persisting. So you are going to get an updated value of I every time. Okay, so you can execute the program like static and will get the answer. Okay, thank you to this one.